Time is gone. Time is gone. Zone. And we must be respected. Awacho koso kawachi. You are, and we must be respected. Awacho koso kawachi. Your husband, your father has been slain. Smile here. Yakachien nyakawangenga monego. We will not rest until we Paul Were, the brother of Were, to speak on behalf of the family. Let's make it brief to the point we give him.
The Speaker of the National Assembly, the governors led by our own beloved Governor Gladys Atieno Wanga, the Senators, Senator Moses Otieno Kajwang, members of Parliament, I'm Paul Jumawere. I just want to make only a comment. As a family, we still don't know who killed my brother. And the reason why, we still don't know. Take what I'm saying. Leave alone what people say. Those who killed my brother. And we are requesting the investigation. Tumeona progress and we are very happy about it. They have done a lot, but we request them. Before us here, of Honorable Charles Ongo'Ndo. There is my younger brother. Naitwa Nehemia Madi, is a state officer. Ni Kenya Defense Force officer. Is Luke Were, Pia is a state officer. Here we have James Were. James Were is also a state officer. He's an officer in the county government of Homa Bay. We have our elder brother. Were was our brother, but it comes to familiar issues. Dal must take charge. So it's the elder brother of Mzee Were Oja. This side we have Pascal Ochieng. Pascal Ochieng is Honorable Ongo'Ndo. We have Leslie of Ongo'Ndo. We have Vincent, the elder daughter of Ongo'Ndo, Vincent. We have Rian Odhiambo, the youngest son. Then Atieno, anaitwa Atieno, mtoto anapenda mama Gladys Wanga Saidi. Saidi, ni rafiki ya mama Gladys Wanga Saidi. Then we have, I'll give them 1 minute, only 4 people, I'll give 1 minute to talk. We have Boyd Were. Boyd Were is here. This is the Boyd Were, the second born of Ongo'Ndo. The elder son of Mheshimiwa Ongo'Ndo anaitwa Proctor Oja. Proctor Oja. Before I hand over to these ladies, our wives are there. Can you stand up? Wherever you are. Those are our wives. Honorable Speaker, ukikuja hapa leo usikose kukula nimeona dada yako ako pale. Usikose kukula kuku ile tumetinja hapa, hiyo itakuwa mbaya. Then we have Phyllis Juma, Jacqueline Ondiwa, Lilian Utieno, Jupiter Apondi, and our mama, the BB of our elder brother is there, Gladys Otieno. I have also to thank the funeral committees, both in Nairobi and hapa. But Upondo Kaloma, Mheshimiwa Upondo Kaloma, umeni surprise zaidi. I attended your father's burial, courtesy of the MP. Chakula ilikuwa, bati umetengeneza mzuri zaidi. Hiyo Mondo heri. Chakula imekuwa mingi kushinda hata ile ulitengenezea baba yako. So, tunakupenda. You have done a lot to us. The governor has done a lot to us. A lot to us. And the governor, every time mjumbe has a problem, alikuwa nasimama na mjumbe. Governor, tunakupenda. Wewe unajua tu, you are not only our governor, but wewe ni mama yetu. We are not going to cry sana. We are not going to swear sana. Awachoka ma. Joka sipul. O kwa iwa kajoma Ongo'Ndo. Baba politie. Koro kwa iwa kajoma Ongo'Ndo. Ana nubure baba. Nikuwa baba benitieka. Baba kuai. Makelwet nya kuari mora kiel. Tieka. We will give a very important issue, a very important person. Tuko na baba yangu moja, yule amebaki hapa. He's not going to talk, but mzuri nimtaje. Baba yangu, Weroja, walikuwa watu watatu, wawili wamekufa. Mmoja hako. Mzee Samuel Onyangoja. Mzee Inganye. Mane baba wa Mudung, Kuru. Uitege North Otene Mudung. Without wasting, Nasau, the committee led by Dr. Joash Allo, uko nyumbani. Dr. Allo did a lot. Without him, this thing would have not been successful the way it is, in collaboration with Honorable Upondo Kaloma. Without wasting time, I want to give Boyd Were.
Joturo untie. Jokasipul untie. Adogo ne Jokasipul erokomano kuom chung gi baba chakre 2013 nyaka sani. To kendo adogo nu erokamano maduong' kuom biro yuago ogai ma milambo. Erokamano. First of all, as a family, we are not intimidated. We can't be intimidated. Mzee was a fearless person, and what I'm sure of, he never raised a coward. So for those who thought that by intimidating us, by eliminating God, that they will succeed, that won't happen. It will not disrupt our cause for the people of Kasipul. Mogik, adong isojo Kasipul. Ankodu, tokendo okabiweru. Ankodu, jaduong nitie. Erokamano.
Thank you very much. Proctor. ODM.
Jokasipul gima agoyo nu erokamano kuom chungi baba wa chakre chieng' mane otho nyaka kawuono. Gima duong' kata ka jaduong' otho ginege, but nyithi Ongo'Ndo Were pod nitie. Kata ka jaduong' otho, kaka mama jaduong' no wacho nyathi ka nyathi otuge dhot.
Aya, Wacha nipatie Pascal Ochieng aseme tu.
I want to say is thank you for being here with us. We're really grateful since and please don't forget us. You can justice erokamano.
Emma, wacha nipatie Emma kidogo. Ngoma.
Praise God. My name is Immaculate Atieno Were. I'm the daughter to the late Honorable Charles Ongo'Ndo Were. He used to call me baby or Nyaboro daughter. Dear Dad, a face that is always on my mind, a smile I have seen a million times, two eyes that would light up the sky at night, one last battle you could not fight. To stay with us, you fought so hard. A million pieces went my heart. Now a photo I look at to see your smile. I keep your number on speed dial. A video I watch to hear your voice. This I do, but I have no choice. But great memories I will always keep with me. Your love is in my heart for eternity. I never got to say goodbye. I understand, but I can try. We had a date that we both looked forward to. July is my school prayer day. You were to come to pray for my success in the upcoming exam. It never happened, Dad. I worked to promise hard. Determined to succeed because you are my dad. My guardian angel, I love you, Dad.
Because of time, I'm going to give Anne Were, the second wife. Mheshimiwa Were had 3 wives. One was sister. Yeah? She read the nini.
Praise God. This is my tribute to my dad. My father, Dad, Daddy, a light from our household gone, a voice we love is stilled, a place is vacant in our home, which can never be filled. I always wish I could take the pain you felt away. In death, Dad, I still love you. No one could ever fill the place you left in my heart. Msichana wangu. You always taught us to love home and appreciate what we have. It be the greatest story ever told. Although the door between our world is closed and we are apart until the time God opens it,
I acknowledge their presence only. Wang minegi dine gadala. One giwede mopogore pege uneno former governor Cornell. People call it Cornell, but jita Cornell Rasanga. Cornell Rasanga osewachoka ni nyamingi no mjumbe okao. Majuwote juwari yogi. Kuro jowa moa siaya te warwako. Feel welcome. Bomet dala waka en multi-party. To en multi-party maji ogore ot. One mamoko jo UDA korgi ko jo UDA korgi ko ODM ko to onge jo magore. Ko gik dala ka. Kisedo jo dala to en OD one ge delegation mo Bomet mo be led by Honorable Josiah Samuel MCA Ewedo Kaja Wave. That one is brother to Margaret Were ni MCA huko Bomet. Tuko na delegation from Meru led by Mr. Robert. Robert ako wapi? Maybe they are not around. Oh, Robert ako huko. You ni brother to Anwere. Tuko na delegation from Vihiga County, Western Province, led by Derek. Derek ako wapi? Aya, far end. Thank you very much. Tuko na delegation from Busia. Busia, delegation from Busia. We have delegation from Ongo'Ndo. Joriang dudo tere manika tingura ne badu malo. Aya, ginchiene moko nikaja. Wanege Kobala. Delegation moa Kobala, Felix aneno kanon. Warwako. Wanege delegation moa Kabondo. Wadu wa mathini no kepu Kabondo. Jo Kabondo te. Led by Kamata. Warwako. Jo Kanu. Ungene warwako uka. Wede wa kaka Polomboya. Polomboya no manu budi ner babawa. Wakili warwaki gijo dala temo akanjira. Hapa na dhigi kigekanyo kuru adhi mi opportunity ne Anwere, the second wife, the third wife tumheshimiwa Were.
Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, Speaker of the National Assembly, Mama Gladys, all leaders, mourners, good afternoon. Kwa majina ni Ann Were Nyarmeru. Wacha kwanza ni washukuru Baba vile ulikuja kwetu juzi. You really supported us. Thank you very much. Despite kukua baba yetu ameenda, gap haijakuwa, you are still there for us. Wewe ni baba yetu. Speaker, you supported us very much with your MPs. Mungu awakumbuke. Be blessed. Mama, sina la kukuambia. Personally, umenisaidia sana. The family of your friend, you have stood with it. From the first day, paka sai, and I know you are not going to leave us. As a family, we are very strong because of the shoulder you gave us. When we were crying, when we were low, that's why today you cannot see any cry or even mourning, because you were there for us. You have really supported us financially, morally, prayers. Mungu awabariki. To my beloved husband, nimetembea naye kwa muda mrefu tangu nikiwa youth, when I was in university. Paka saa hii bando ameniacha vile nimevuka tu youth. Kaniacha nikiwa very young. But akili amenipa. We have been working with him one-on-one. Meskia he is an investor in Meru. And not Meru alone. I believe it's countrywide. Na mimi ndio tulikuwa tunafanya naye biashara. Kwa hivyo when it comes to business, nafikiria nimeiva. Kwa hivyo hajaniacha nje. Na ile knowledge amenipa hata kwa familia na nitawapatia to move together because we are one. Chenye naweza omba wale walifanya hicho kitendo, hatuta complain sana kwa Mungu, but tusaidieni tupate justice, na tukiipata we will be at peace even better. May God bless you. Let me introduce my sister here. She is my elder sister Margaret, to say something.
Your Excellency, the Prime Minister, Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, Speaker of National Assembly, governors present, mawaziri, senators, members of parliament present, members of county assembly present, all dignitaries. Oimore uru. Oimore uru. Chamke. Leo sina mengi ya kusema. Meanwhile, before nianze kuongea, wacha niite dadangu Harriet Koskei akuja some my tribute. Meanwhile, wacha akuja tusome ndio niendelee. That is my only sister.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to read the tribute from Mrs. Were Margaret Minyaboro to the beloved husband who is lying before us. My dearest Charlie, my love, my safe harbor, how do I begin to capture the light you brought into our lives? You are not just my husband, but my truest friend, a steady hand and voice in our marriage. Your love was a force of nature, unshakable, selfless, and boundless. Today, the weight of your absence is immeasurable, but I cling to God's promise that you are His now, our eternal anchor, and that His strength will carry us forward. Your legacy is etched into every life you touched. You had a very rare gift for uniting people, for turning strangers into family with your open heart and unwavering. Family is not just blood, but the love we choose to nurture. Our home was your masterpiece, a sanctuary of warmth where everyone felt seen, heard, and cherished. You led with quiet strength, integrity, kindness, and courage. To all my children who are standing before us today, we will walk this painful path together, arm in arm, heart in heart, keeping Charlie's light alive. He adored you, by standing by you always. To my dear in-laws, my second family, you welcomed me with open arms and reminded me the meaning of unconditional love. What began as a kinship has grown into or sorrow can break. You are my friends, my confidants, and together we will preserve the beautiful legacy Charlie left behind. His physical presence is gone, his courage guides us still. Mommy is here. I will be your comfort, your protector, and fall. We will face each day with the warmth, with the strength He watches over us with pride. To Charlie's friends, Honorable Her Excellency Gladys Wanga, and your spot in that house, that is Maggie's house, where laughter flowed, is still there. Charlie loved his friends and even named the friends. Whenever they received blessings in their family, even the added calves in their boma, he named them after the many friends he had. There is a calf in the boma that is called Wanga. There is one that is called Rosa Buyu and another one called Joanne. So that tells you how much Charlie loved his friends. They will never close. This family remains yours. Keep his spirit alive by gathering here, sharing stories and lifting one another as he always did. Love built these bonds, and together we will ensure they endure. Charlie, your shoes are impossibly to fill, but I will walk boldly in the path you come, leaning on the foundation you built. Your love was our compass, and it will remain so until we meet again in God's embrace. The name you loved calling me always will surely miss you. I loved you and forever will. Rightly in us all. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. Let me just say something small about Sir Charles. Mamangu ako pale, ako somewhere pale. Ni mtu alipenda familia yake. Ni mtu alipenda familia yake. Be there for you. Ni mtu alipenda familia yake. Be there for you. Be there for you. You've really stood with us. You've really stood with us. Governor, you've really stood with us. Governor, lazima tusaidia watoto. Governor, lazima tusaidia watoto. Lazima tusaidia watoto.
Tanga wacho. Jokashipu kwa mapenzi ya Mwenyezi Mungu, kwa mapenzi ya Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga na kwa hafla yako, mnaweza kuketi chini. Waheshimiwa ambao mko hapa, Ketora yuko pale, na wale ni wanachama wa Elections Board, na muona Tairo wameshazungumza, na wale ni wanachama wa Elections Board, na muona Tairo wameshazungumza, muonekane kwamba mko hapa. Mheshimiwa Pasaris, asanteni sana. Sisi tunawaambia tunangoja majibu kuhusu yule mwenye kupeana hiyo amri na mwenye kutuma pesa mdhulumu. Hamukuwa mnakuja, sasa hivi mnakuja, sasa ile jamaa hawezi kujitetea. Pesa mdhulumu, hamukuwa mnakuja, sasa hivi mnakuja, sasa ile jamaa hawezi kujitetea. Sasa ile siwezi mdhulumu, hamukuwa mnakuja, sasa hivi mnakuja, sasa ile jamaa hawezi kujitetea. Sasa ile siwezi kumuita nimuulize na hii mambo watu wanasema ni kweli ama ni uongo. Mnapeana watu. Jambo la pili, baba aliniambia na amesema wazi, nguvu na uwezo wa kuweza kuunda serikali. Katibu mkuu wa chama akisema kwamba mimi mwingine mkono, bali baba Raila Amolo Odinga amekosea. Katibu amekosea. Mimi nataka niwaambie, kila mtu afanye kazi yake. Siku moja huyu baba Raila Amolo, kwa nini alinichagua kama katibu? Juzi wakati kulikuwa na nafasi, Mheshimiwa Wanga, wewe unajua ulikuwa pale, unipe promotion kidogo, wacha nikuwe deputy party leader. Baba akakataa, akapea Osoti kazi, akasema Sifuna wewe baki hapo. Yeye mwenyewe atakuja kuniambia siku moja kwa nini alisema ni baki hapo. Hawa jamaa wetu, marafiki zetu wako kwa serikali. Mimi ile serikali najua ni serikali ya Kenya Kwanza ambayo ilichaguliwa chini ya uongozi wa William Ruto. Nimesikia ndugu yangu hapa anaitwa Charles Kamuren, sisi Waluya huwa tunasema kama mwenye boma bado yuko na hajashindwa kazi, usimuongelele. Mimi ni Mbukusu, kazi kinishinda kwa boma ndugu yangu atanisaidia. Haijanishinda. Kama msemaji wa chama amekaa hapa, wewe unaongeaje kwa niaba ya chama? Sisi ndio tunajua pahali chama kiko. Niseme nisiseme? Niseme nisiseme? Hey, wewe unasema mmepumzika sasa. Mimi nawaambia msipumzike sana. Msipumzike sana, mlale, msahau kazi ya wananchi. Tafadhali fanyieni wananchi kazi. Na tunapokumbushana yale mambo ambayo tumesikizana, watu wasichukulie vibaya. Sisi baba ametuambia tunaweza kutoa maoni, lakini tunapotoa maoni tutoe maoni kwa njia ya heshima. Tusikoseane wengine heshima. Jacob, mimi naomba tu ya kwamba hiki chama, the only thing we can do for this party, chama ambacho Charles Ongo'Ndo alikuwa na kienzi, tuwe na umoja. Tunaweza kuwa na mitazamo tofauti kuhusu mambo fulani, but if this party remains united, this ODM, baba, the future is extremely bright. Hawa watu wanapenda hiki chama. So sisi kama viongozi tusipotoshe wafuasi wetu ya kwamba ulisema 2027 chama cha ODM lazima kiwe kwenye debe. Those are the instructions I take. Fortunately for me as SG, I take instructions from one center. The day those instructions change, you will hear from me. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Asante Senator Sifuna. Watu wa Homa Bay wanapenda ODM na wanampenda Raila Amolo Odinga. The deputy party leader of ODM, Senator Osotsi.
Haya. Familia baba Raila Amolo Odinga, speaker wetu Wetangula, and all protocol observed. watu wa Homa Bay, hebu salamu ya Charles kwa hewa. Yangu ni haraka. Ya kwanza naleta risala za rambirambi kutoka kwa familia yangu na watu wa Vihiga na watu wote wa Ingo. Wamesema nikuje niseme pole kwa sababu Ongo'Ndo Were alikuwa rafiki yao mkubwa. Jambo la pili, mimi nina huzuni kwa sababu mimi ni miongoni mwa wale ambao walionana na Mheshimiwa Were dakika za mwisho alafu akapotea. Nilikutana na yeye pale KICC ambapo tuko na ofisi pale, na Mheshimiwa Were alikuwa kwa simu anaongea. He was in a very tense conversation, na akaniita akanishika mkono ati anataka kuniambia mambo ya ODM ya Homa Bay. Sasa mimi nikakaa pale for 10 minutes, yeye anaendelea. Nikangoja, baadaye nikamwacha kama anaendelea kwa simu. 1 hour later nikapata ripoti ndugu yetu ametuacha. Kwa hivyo I want to ask the investigators, I think the phone records of Honorable Were will tell you the planners and the schemers of his death. Hiyo investigation muangalie hiyo. Jambo la pili, mimi sitaongea sana vile Sifuna ameongea, lakini I want to say one thing. We are now burying the second son of Homa Bay, who was true to the party, who was loyal to the party, and who was committed to the party. Wa kwanza alikuwa ni Senator Gerald Otieno Kajwang'. Wa pili sasa ni huyu. And Kajwang' taught us one thing, that the basic rule of ODM party is total loyalty and fidelity to the party. Kwa hivyo wale ambao mnayumba kidogo, today you must get a lesson that ODM members must be ideal and true members like Honorable Were here. Jambo la mwisho, nimesikia wenzetu wa Kenya Kwanza wakituambia kwamba tuendelee kuwashika. We have no problem. Lakini niseme nisiseme, nataka niwakumbushe kama mmesahau that we have an MOU on 10 important issues affecting Kenyans. And these 10 important issues are the issues that took Kenyans to the street. Don't forget about those 10 issues. The matter of cost of living, very important and very dear to Baba. The matter of devolution, very important and dear to Baba and ODM. The matter of compensation of our youth who died in the demonstration is very dear to us. The matter of inclusivity and the other 10 issues. Don't forget about that, because nimeanza kuona ni kama mnasahau. And Sifuna, you are the Secretary General of the party. Unasema ulikuwa unataka hii kiti yangu, lakini baba alijua wewe ndio unajua kujibizana na hao watu. Mimi unajua na mpole. We will continue pushing for the interest of Kenyans. And Baba is here. ODM members, we want you to learn something from Charles Ongo'Ndo Were. And even at some point, Charles told me that he wants to be chairman of ODM in Homa Bay. Lakini mimi nikamwambia, wewe hata umepita kuwa chairman wa ODM Homa Bay. Wewe inatakana ukue unasaidia baba kazi ya Nyanza mzima, kwa sababu ya loyalty yako and commitment to the party. So we have lost a great son of the party, a son of Homa Bay. Tunamwambia Were, rest in peace. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Asante, Senator Sotsi. Apologies for rushing you because the rains are coming. Senator Oburu Odinga is a trustee of the party, is our elder, is a reservoir of wisdom, and above all, Oburu. Afterwards, we'll hand over to the governor.
Thank you. Our party leader, Raila Amolo Odinga, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Wetangula, the family of the late Charles Ongo'Ndo, I don't know who has come to mourn, and all the leaders and all protocols observed. I don't want to say much because it is very unfair that leaders are given opportunity to talk at the bottom of everything, when people have said almost everything that should be said. But I will first of all say a word or two. The late Charles Ongo'Ndo was my friend, and I liked his honesty because he was a very, very honest person. If there was a problem and you were meeting even in a small caucus, people fear to say certain things. But if you see Ongo'Ndo raising his hand, you will know that there is something burning. And he will say something different from everything that everybody else had spoken before. He was a very, very opinionated man. He had opinion on almost every issue which came across for discussion. And I know he comes from a clan called Kachien. Ungeo kuma Kachien oae. Kachien alungega ne alunguga Ongo'Ndo Ongo'Ndo inie chogo maduong e rachuonyo ka. Alunge ni en chogo maduong nikech clan moae milungo ni Kachien nieri. Chien ema nondiko rachuonyo, rachuonyo ne en jatij chien. Marachuonyo bende ema nomiye chiege matin maniluongo no amino chien ema nomiyo rachuonyo chiege matin miluongo no Mieri. Ema nyuologo Sipul, to Sipul to nyuolo Bondo. Ema miyo kiwacho joma ne rachuonyo kuongo nyuolo ka rachuonyo pok okendo kata kendo, nyaluo kendo kane osenyuolo jogi. Ema miyo jogi e chogo maduong'. To joka Chien, joka Sipul, jo Homa Bay duto uwito gold, uwito mula to piny nyaka dhi nyime, kendo an akwayo ni mondo kwe makende mar Nyasaye were. Ang'eyo n'Ongo'Ndo otho malit. Ongo'Ndo otho malit. It was a very, very painful death, though it was abrupt, but it is a very sad way of dying. And my age, I think I qualify to curse. I can curse now. And whoever killed Ongo'Ndo, we know that there are three. Me, I'm not a lawyer. Sifuna, me, I'm not a lawyer. But I know that in every murder, there is something called premeditation. I also know that there is planning. I also know that there is execution. And I also know that in the case of Ongo'Ndo, what has been done is only the part of execution. They have not looked at the part of the planning and they have not looked on the part of malice aforethought. And malice aforethought and planning, that is the core of murder. That is the core of murder, and therefore what has been done is still peripheral. We want to get to the core of the murder. We want to know who had some malice aforethought. And if anybody thought that by killing Ongo'Ndo, he is going to emerge as a leader, I want to tell him that you are not going to emerge as a leader. If that is the way you want to be, and as Luos always avoid bloodshedding, and is not quite Luo. I don't believe he is a proper gender. To revenge, it is not in our culture to kill and spill blood. Our party. There was a Jalango lady who spoke here very passionately. She was telling us that when Raila came and joined them, or supported Ruto somehow, they rested. Somebody has told you, please don't rest. Because wananchi want services, and that is why they came out to demonstrate. And those services must be done so that the support of Raila to you has some meaning. It will not have a meaning if people just go back to rest and indolence. But what I want to tell you, again, you said the truth, that people are paying. We are paying for debts of those projects which went elsewhere in the country. Those projects never came to our area, and therefore when we are talking about how getting our share, we don't want other people's share, we want our share, including that share which went to other people, for which our people are also paying. Honorable Mombadi, please look at it. When your knife is on a bread, please on the top let it be equal, but as it goes down, let it be a bit slanted. So that we have affirmative action. We must have affirmative action. That is all I wanted to say. I thank you very much. It is late in the day, and let the peace be with the family of the late Charlie Ongo'Ndo.
Thank you so much, Senator Oburu. Governor Gladys Wanga, take it over from this point.
Asante sana. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana. Your Excellency, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, our party leader, the Right Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, Dr. Moses Wetangula, the family of my late friend, Sir Charles Ongo'Ndo, Margaret, Mama Emma, Anne, Mama Pascal, the children, the brothers, mawaziri ambao wako hapa siku ya leo, Jokasipul, Johoma Bay, Amoso Uninya Saiber, Sechete, mumekuja kwa fujo, mumekuja kwa fujo. Na nikisema ODM mara ya kwanza ni tuko tayari, mara ya pili ongeringo, mara ya tatu pindra. ODM! 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 Your Excellency Prime Minister, Allow me to recognize the Council of Elders of Homa Bay and the rest of the region. Apollo Bwana and your team, tafadhali msimame mpunge hewani. Thank you very much. Allow me to also recognize the members of the County Executive of Homa Bay. Tafadhali msimame. Members of the County Executive of Homa Bay, anybody who works in Homa Bay County Government, tafadhali usimame. Because you have not been recognized, please wave like this. Asanteni sana for the support that you've given. Allow me to recognize Your Excellency, my husband, Unkayo George Wanga, Mr. He's here also. He was also a friend of Ongo'Ndo. Thank you very much. Allow me to bring apologies of Waziri Hassan Ali Joho, who also supported us in this function. Mpokee rambirambi zake. Governor of Nairobi, Governor Sakaja, he was with us in church and he also supported us in a big way. Tafadhali mpokee salamu zake. Governor Gideon Mung'aro of Kilifi, who also supported us in a big way. Asante sana. Governor of Kajiado, where Honorable Were lives in Nairobi. Governor Olelenku, who also supported us in a big way. Governor Orengo also supported us and sent his greetings. Governor Anyang' Nyong'o has also sent his apologies. And Governor Simba Arati, with whom we were in Nairobi in church, who has also sent his apologies. I want to say a few things before I invite a few people. We have very few speakers left. I think we are 6 in total. So we will speak very briefly so that Baba and the speaker can have a chance to condole with the family. I just want to say very few things. Number one, I would like to say that since the death of Were, I've been a very sad person because he was a very close person to me. But today, I am sad but also very happy person. I'm happy. I'm sad because we've lost Were, but I'm happy for 2 things. I'm happy about the way yesterday when we came from Kabunde na tukakuja Homa Bay, Kindu Bay na tukaingia Yugis mpaka tukafikisha Mheshimiwa Were nyumbani. It was in a massive manner. And I'd like to thank our people for doing what they've done to dignify Sir Charles Ongo'Ndo. That made me extremely happy. I'm also very happy today because we have come here and this room, when you stand up here, is a sea of orange as was expected by Sir Charles to be a war zone. But our people have dignified Amor Nikechwere Mor Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya. Karibu sana Bwana Waziri.
Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, Speaker of the National Assembly, wenzangu, familia ya mheshimiwa, hamjambo wote, hamjambo tena. I want to take this opportunity to send condolences on behalf of myself and behalf of the family. I have known Mheshimiwa for a long time, since he came to Parliament, even before he came to Parliament. But what I remember more about Mheshimiwa is his courage. When we had a by-election in Kakamega, kule Matungu, Mheshimiwa alikuja huko akalala huko na akapigana mpaka mwisho. Alikuwa na Gladys Wanga huyu, na alilala huko, wakamfuruka na polisi wakati huo, lakini he never gave up. He was arrested, kept in the cells until the following day, but he remained until the last count. And when the election of the governor was pushed in Kakamega, he was also there with Simba Radi. When I heard about his death, I was saddened. Unfortunately, I was not around. When I came in yesterday, I made sure I come here and stand with the people of Homa Bay and also with the family at large. Nimeomba tu Mwenyezi Mungu amweke mahali pema peponi. Nikimalizia, vile mnajua mimi nimekuwa mtu wa ODM. Hii miaka yote mimi ni mmoja wapo wale ambao walianzisha ODM. Nimekuwa loyal, nimekuwa deputy party leader kwa baba hiyo miaka yote. Na wakati papa aliniongelesha akasema anataka tuingie kwa serikali, tulikuwa na maswali, lakini kwa sababu alisema anataka we go into government to stabilize government, because unstable government will affect you whether you are in opposition, whether you are in government. Kenyans, we want a stable government. Na tukaingia huko na tukaanza kufanya kazi, na sisi sasa tunafanya kazi. Tukiwa na makosa mnasema tunarekebisha hayo makosa, lakini saa hii the instruction we have to work very hard to stabilize the government, to work together with those who are there at the moment. Na hiyo ndio tunafanya. Saa ngine there is cross purpose talking here and there. Saa ngine we are confused, lakini tuko there na experience yetu, na Mungu awabariki, tuko pamoja.
Thank you very much. Let me take this opportunity to invite Waziri wa Kawi, Minister for Energy, Intellectual, Opiyo Wandayi. Karibu sana waziri. Karibu.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa Governor, Your Excellency Baba, the Speaker of the National Assembly, the Right Honorable Moses Wetangula, all protocol observed. I want to start by saying that today we are sending off a great man. Charles Ongo'Ndo was clearly known to me at a very close level. Not just because I was once his leader in parliament, but also for the fact that he was my personal friend. I visited him here many, many times. Baba, this was your soldier. And I can remember very vividly that Charles Ongo'Ndo was such a member of parliament that was very easy to work with. And he was always willing to learn. Many a time we get new members coming to the house, but they don't pay attention. They are not patient enough to learn from the seniors. But this man was a patient person. So may the Almighty God rest his soul in eternal peace. Secondly, Baba, I'm taking cue from what Gladys has said. As cabinet secretaries, we continue to explain to the people what we do. And that is why I am confident enough to say that in this county of Homa Bay, the government of the Republic of Kenya has set aside some 2 billion shillings to carry out rural electrification programs. This financial year alone. Just like when I go to Narok, I will tell them that we have allocated some 2.4 billion shillings for them. Similarly, when I go to Migori, I will tell them we have allocated some 1.9 billion shillings for them. And we are moving steadily, Baba, in this broad-based government. I must also say, Your Excellency, that we have got an excellent working relationship with His Excellency the President, William Ruto. President William Ruto has given us enough space to execute our mandate as cabinet secretaries. And therefore, we owe it to you, the people of this country, that we deliver on the promises that the government gave you. Your Excellency Baba, you know, this Ongo'Ndo was a true nationalist. He was able to build bridges with various categories of people, with various groups of people, with various demographics. He was the kind of person that we need to emulate. In fact, his being in the Committee on National Cohesion and Equalization, or Equal Opportunities, was a godsend. Many a time there are projects he brought here on account of him being a member of that committee, Baba. And if we could all emulate this gentleman, this country would go very far. I am very pleased. When I was in Rumuruti in Laikipia County, with my good friend, the MP for Baringo South, Mheshimiwa Kamuren, he showed me across the ridge, the area of Baringo South where you yourself, Baba, had visited with them. And whenever we go out there and we demonstrate to people that Baba, you coming together with President Ruto is meant to bring cohesion, everybody is happy in every corner of this country. And that is the way to go. That is the way to go. Finally, the only lasting tribute we can pay to this gentleman, the only lasting tribute we can pay to Mheshimiwa Ongo'Ndo is to maintain the peace we have seen here today. In this constituency, in this county of Homa Bay, and in this region, and indeed in the entire Republic of Kenya. In the entire Republic of Kenya. And very finally, Baba, I want to agree with my brother Oparanya. There's no confusion. The reality is that there is only one government of the Republic of Kenya. And there is only one cabinet of the government of the Republic of Kenya. And currently, that cabinet has got members of ODM in it, including me. And not just members, Baba, senior members of ODM. Indeed, founder members, some of them. And therefore, there's no contradiction. Those are the realities. What one does with those facts is really a matter of choice. Kwa wana machache, asanteni sana, Mwenyezi Mungu abariki.
Let me now invite our very own crocodile, Nyanja Divo, Minister for Finance of the Republic of Kenya. Crocodile.
Thank you, Governor. To the family of our brother Charles Ongo'Ndo, the late, Baba, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya, Speaker of the National Assembly, other leaders present, Joyu akwete na okwe uru kendo. Because of time, I'll just mention a few things. Number one, Baba, I was in the United States of America. I came back after 1 week stay in the US. I came back on Sunday, the 28th, and I was very busy with budget estimates and the finance bill. I had just lost my nephew, who was my age mate, and with whom we grew up together. And since he died, I had not gone home. So I left Nairobi on the 30th and flew to Kisumu in the evening. As I was negotiating the corner at Ahero, I got the sad news. When I was first told by one of my people that there is this rumor going round that we have lost the MP, actually the first statement was, we've had the MP for Kasipul shot. The first instinct was to call him. I called his number, the line rang, but he did not pick. And immediately I sensed something was wrong. Then immediately now the social media was awash with the information. I went home. Now I had 2 matanga arriving home. And the following morning, Baba, you were the first person to call me. And I could hear the kind of pain you had. And then later, His Excellency the President called me. And the President told me in his own words that I have already instructed Amin, that's how he called him, that these people must be brought to book. And I'm happy that there is some progress. But I want also to add my voice that everybody involved must be brought to book. We have lost so many lives, and one life is one too many. I sit in the National Security Council, and therefore I will not go beyond that. But I am sure those who planned, those who executed, those who conspired must be brought to book. I just want to bring the condolences also of the President. He called me and told me when I arrived here, he was with Baba, and I know Baba will bring his condolences. He has sent his condolences. Ongo'Ndo was my friend. Ongo'Ndo is the first MP I visited. Immediately, I was appointed to this position. When we came to do a fundraiser for Timeo group here in Oyugis. Ongo'Ndo came to my constituency twice when I had indicated that I would go back to run for parliamentary seats before my appointment to the cabinet. That was a friend. But let me tell you something. People have said that this was a principled man, and I want to confirm. And there is something unique about him and me. That even though when we were going for both of us, Gladys and myself, we were going for gubernatorial seat, among other candidates, there is one person. He was supporting Gladys, and I knew it. But there is one person Ongo'Ndo never discampaigned in this constituency, and that is me. He never said bad is bad. In fact, a lot of his supporters, very close, some working in CDF, were my supporters, including party officials, ward officials, were in my team. And I used to hold even meetings around his home here. And he never complained. Why? Because we have a history with him. And that is where I learned. When he ran for parliamentary seat in 2013, he ran on tip-tip. After losing to Magwanga at the general election, as I was moving around as the chairman of ODM, national chairman, my intelligence clearly gave me a picture of this constituency. And I placed a call to him. I told him, Mheshimiwa, rudi kwa chama. And he has told, even Ndege knows that very well, Evans Ndege knows, that I am the one who told Ongo'Ndo to come back to ODM. And he came back to ODM and won nomination in 2017, fair and square. Because of that history, I think he was still remembering, even though he was supporting Wanga, and I respected that, but he had sympathies for me. I am very sure if I became governor, he would have equally been happy the same way he was happy when Wanga became the governor. But let me now conclude. Baba, this county of Homa Bay is united in terms of leadership. We are united. We are in ODM. Let me repeat, I I am in ODM. I am not official of ODM because the Lord does not allow me, but I am a member, a life member of ODM. I am not about to relinquish that. We work together with governor. We sit. Kadwa pogo gik mabiro ka. Anyiso nyawanga ni beroma be wetaguri. Pesa bro amalo kaluari nikajikia. Nikechane mani etoko. And you will see uneno nitie yo moro ka manyo chando ngondo kabisa ni karabok adiedo kiluongo na adiedo karabok tichwanye. Nyacha nyiso ngondo na diketo ne pesa mono lose pio pio na seketo ni e budget di lose pio pio mono room. But let me now conclude, Baba. I have been the chairman of ODM for 10 years. I'm the longest serving chairman of ODM to date. And I belong to this party. I put a lot of effort since you sent us to the government. And the reason why I'm putting a lot of effort to reform this economy, Baba, I found this economy in bad shape. Si mchezo, ilikuwa mbaya. It was bad. But the reason why I'm putting my effort, apart from being patriotic, I wanted to demonstrate to the whole world that if Raila Odinga became the president, these are the people he would have gone with to the government, and this is what they would have done. And therefore my concluding remarks is that if I am there, I expect total 100 support from the party. Starting with the Secretary General, my brother Sifuna, please, I am a member of your party. I don't belong to any other party. I belong to ODM. If I fail, there is no way 2027 you are talking about. You will convince anyone that ODM can run a government. May God bless.
That is our crocodile, our very own crocodile, Nyang Jadimo, Minister for Finance. Now allow me to invite my colleague, my neighbor, Chielu Yoke, Ochilo Wonayako, Pindra, Osiepo Ongo'Ndo, Biwach Gimoro.
Baba, Bwana Spika, viongozi wenzangu wale wako hapa, kanisa yetu ya Katoliki na Wakristo wote na Wakenya, hamjambo? Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Thank you very much. Baba, mimi ndio Pindra kutoka Migori. Ane Pindra ma Migori. Donge ungeni an Pindra. Ne en gima lit ahinya ni Pindra ma Homa Bay onindo, ni to Pindra ma Migori ok obiro. Mano bedina leo bede an kare. Joma Bay untie. Joma Bay ang'eyo ni vijende masani ok ong'eyo tie Pindra. Be ung'eyo? Achieng' moro nabina pimnu tanyalo gilonu matin. Pindra en aluru. Nitiere Pindra mamiyo to gi Pindra madichuo. Pindra mamiyo en Pindra mikete isigol kiseng'awe wi otalo to kakoro ywak to aluru biro kanyo mang'eny, jok mamako aluru madhi pidho nyalo pidho. To nitiere Pindra mathuon ma bende idhe gima iluongo ni blungoti kata mar konga. Koro koseso ibuowe kata osese ipuodho ka wasigu biro to koywak nigi piny piny to Pindra te aluru te fuyo koro ok nyal makgi. Koro ewi talero kamano. Koro jodala wa Un jo Homa Bay uwito Pindra, wan jo Migori pod wan gi Pindra, to baba nadwa kwayi ni Pindra ni gik mowacho donje bull's eye. Taneno nyithinde ka, aneno jodala gi ka, an kaka Pindra ng'e kuma Pindra nitie, Pindra ni kanyo. Koro baba nikech ng'ani nomako ni keyo maber kendo keyo motegno. Baba in bende ing'ama riek, ing'ama ogwedhi, ing'ama wir, ing'ama nyalo kweyo yamo ka yamo peke Kenya ka ng'i mana kanyo kamiwinjo ka jogi neno ni. Awacho kose ok awacho. Pindra mineno nindo ni jok ma jongoro, jok maluor noliwe. Ne ok ginyal chome tire siasa, ne ok ginyal chome pire ngum, giliwe kose ok giliwe. Donge gin ngoro kose ok gin ngoro. Ka in ng'amo mako gige ne opong'o lwete, ok ichomo mawadu koneni to in inene. Iliwe kose ok iliwe. Emomiyo ng'ata ng'ata misewinjo kawuoyo kuome marach, ng'ata ng'ata misewinjo ka ichichgo ni noliwe, kik jak duog ka ni kwayi gimoro. Mano jalipo, mano makora, to Nyasaye biro miwa Pindra machielo ei Homa Bay. Omiwa kose kik omiwa? Ema kela wacho, jokopere untie. Wan kaka jokopere seche moko waweni, wan kaka jokopere wawero wach malich ahinya. Ka oneg ng'ato ka wawero niya, okani yudi ngima, paro chandi nono, ngima Yeso ng'aw, ngima sano lomba, ngima olombo chunje, ngima sano lomba, ngima olombo chunje, chunje huyo nono, ngima Yeso ng'aw. Katineg manong'ondo, okani yudi ngima, paro chandi nono, ngima Yeso ng'aw. Omiyo josiasa moko nyocha winjo kawacho weche mathindo thindo ka giwacho weche maonge korgi, maricho kabisa. Bana Speaker, nilikuwa naongea kwa lugha ya kinyumbani. I want to tell you that there can never be such a sad moment as we are witnessing here in Homa Bay. Here in Homa Bay, people assassinate somebody, then they assassinate his character. They do that before his loved people and his followers. What a heinous crime. Those who are writing in social media, those who are accusing this gentleman who is lying here, why couldn't you be brave enough to talk about him when he was alive? Why were you cowards killing him? Why couldn't you just wait for 2027 and face him and let the people decide? So it is very sad. I just want to say as a second last point that sometime at the beginning of our tenure 2027, our securities were withdrawn. These members of parliament you see here, including Pindra, I am happy that God took care of us. So you policy makers, including members of parliament, never allow a policy or legislation where that will permit the security of leaders to be withdrawn. I know you can still pass on the way our brother has passed on, but I think security helps. Kwa hivyo wale wa kunyang'anya watu security, tafadhali endeni pole pole. Maisha ni matamu na ni mzuri, na let us not create a situation that can lead to this. I once had the honor of going to Alliance High School for Founders Day, and ule mtu wa Munyoro alisema magavana wana tabia mbaya, and those governors do not deserve security. I saw him and his spouse crying when their security was withdrawn. Now we are crying today because our brother has been shot. His security was there. I do not know what happened, but let us all be sensitive and secure all Kenyans. Secure. Kenya is a very broad place. Kenya is a very broad place. Yes. And Homa Bay
kuna waziri na Homa Bay kuna waziri na kila sehemu hapa Kenya from all shades of to jogo koromo go takwa ni Nyasaye orodh gi nyamina nega eruru kamano
of Kenya.
Kamano.
Of Kenya. Karibu Bwana Spika. Of Kenya. Karibu Bwana Spika. Bwana Spika.
Nimelangu mwenyewe, ya familia yangu na ya familia ya bunge. Rosa akaniita kanda akaniambia we having a... kwa sababu Mheshimiwa Were huwa hakosi kuwa bunge. Anakaa kule nyuma, wanakaa na Mishi na mbunge wa Kisauni na hivyo bara in one area. Na akiwa hapo utajua kwa sababu yeye huwa anakaa hapo akitaka kusema kitu, anatembea mpaka kwa speaker, anasema speaker nipe nafasi kidogo niseme kitu yangu. Katika rekodi ya bunge miaka hii yote amekuwemo, nimeangalia faili yake. Hakuna hata siku moja speaker amemwambia you are out of order. Amekuwa mtu wa heshima. Kwa hivyo watu wa Kasipul, watu wa Homa Bay, mumepoteza shujaa wenu, bunge imepoteza na Kenya mzima imepoteza. Jana niliangalia kwa runinga mulipofika Homa Bay, and I saw and appreciated that truly a hero had arrived home. Unfortunately, he had arrived for the very last time and will never be seen again physically. We stand here to condemn in the strongest terms possible the criminals who carried out this cowardly act and encourage the law enforcement agencies, the office of the DCI, the DPP, and we in Parliament have also done our bit by helping to see the movements, the associations, and all issues around our MP on the fateful day. We hope the law will take its course and those who did this cowardly act will be brought to justice. And I agree with our bishop that in circumstances like this, we must preach peace, we must preach healing, we must preach love, and we must appreciate our leaders, Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga and our President, for a joke. Hata ukienda msituni utaona ya buffalo zikitembea. Sometimes they don't like each other, but it's important that we be together. Mheshimiwa Raila, you have our full support. And we will engage in a constructive and positive manner because we have no spare capacity. The way it did in 2007, we saw the consequences. So our young politicians, tuliza boli. Tuliza boli, ukiona wazee wanafanya maneno, sometimes they see things better with a rich experience. And that is what the country should do. Rambirambi, najua rais amesungumuza na Mheshimiwa Raila, sungumuza na John Badi, pia amenipa message yake kidogo nisomee familia na mama Magi, mama Ann. Baada ya leo sisi zote tutaondoka, and the pain and the loneliness of losing your loved one will be most felt by yourselves. Like everybody has encouraged you, be united. As Parliament, I did talk to you. We have our responsibilities to our departed MP, which responsibilities will discharge fully and quickly
to enable the family live on in the manner that your loved one was looking after you. Kwa hivyo tukimaliza haya maneno, Kaluma mwenye nilichagua kama mwenyekiti wa haya matanga na waheshimiwa wote ambao wamehusika, mili na wengine, watawasaidia kutufikia ili tutatue mambo yenu. Na nataka kuambia Mheshimiwa Were alikuwa ni mtu amejipanga kitaratibu. Ni mtu amepangia familia yake. Na alikuwa ni mtu ana maono ya kujua ya kwamba familia yake lazima iishi vizuri. Tuko hapa na ma commissioners wa Parliamentary Service Commission. I just want to acknowledge you since you already spoke. Thank you for coming to join the family. From His Excellency the President. Old leader who was committed to the greater good of the people of Kasipul. Honorable Charles Ongo'Ndo Were was a hard-working and progressive man. He was a strong-willed figure who was results will be fondly be remembered for supporting life-changing projects in the area he represented. And this we have been told by many speakers. We honor the remarkable life that he led, his achievements, and the great memories that he lives with us. We pray to God that he accords the family and the people of Kasipul strength at this sad time. Honorable Charles Ongo'Ndo Were, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, PhD, CGH. Waheshimiwa wabunge, hawa wananchi wanatutegemea. Mheshimiwa Ongo'Ndo alikuwa na heshima kwa chama chake cha ODM, because twice I went to elections with ODM as a partner. 2013 in CORD, 2017 in NASA. And I know that he was committed. And you know, in leadership, you are better off with a few committed people than many hypocrites around you. Because the committed people like Charles Were will always stand with you, will always defend you, will always speak for you, regardless of your presence. And he did such for his leader, Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga. May his soul rest in eternal peace, and may peace descend on our country, and may this be the very last of such
family. Emma bro die nikech dala. Emma bro die nikech dala tin. Wabro ko ni chungi kango warewa. Aina huyo noko sala ne piko woke yamo. Aina huyo noko sala ne piko woke yamo. Nyasa joka podo
Kamano.
Mewa lut marsingo. Mani miyo Musa kangadonam. Mani miyo Musa kangadonam gijo Israel.
Kamano.
It's a very painful thing that we stand here today to send off Kasipul. But Ongo'Ndo and united the people there in Meru and built a man who does not have any grudge with anybody. He actually knew what was going to happen to him. Because when he was celebrating the Pinyiluo earlier this year, we went to a function, and after the function was over, Ongo'Ndo came and jumped in my car and told me that there's some people who are following me here. He just came in and squeezed himself into my car and told me there's some people here with bad intentions. I'm not going to tell you now, but I will tell you later on. So these people have been trailing Ongo'Ndo for a long time. And And there were people to these people so they can be apprehended. To these people so they can be apprehended. Yes, they've already arrested. Oh, Mheshimiwa, one of your members of parliament has been, but these people had been trailing him from the morning, even the people who are known, of course, they have been arrested. But those others will have seen that Ongo'Ndo, that's not an allegation against Ongo'Ndo. It is those people who actually organized this crime. Ongo'Ndo has been shot and killed, but Ongo'Ndo's spirit will continue to live on. This kind of impunity, this must come to an end. These people must be brought to book immediately, and they are known. We know it in this region. We've seen people who have been in this region. We've seen people who have been. People can disagree, but then. Yes, we had a crisis last month. We had a crisis must actually internalize and become a part of our culture. Of course, our elections have not been perfect. Part of our culture. Of course, our elections have not been perfect. They're not perfect. They're not perfect. Than individuals. Than individuals. If we break Kenya, there will be no other Kenya tomorrow. Roaming around all over the place. People are dying. So we must, and we have worked together for a long time. I'm bringing here for today on some issues, but the political party itself must have, and the spokesman of the party is usually the Secretary General. And the spokesman of the party is usually the Secretary General. So Sifuna, we have a firm stand, we have an arrangement, agenda, which is in the memorandum that we signed. And we want that to be fully implemented. I want to thank our members who have joined the government and are working there. We will give you all the support that you need to be able to discharge your duties properly. Now, Jathurwa, Jamumbo, Untie, Uchiek, Ongo'Ndo. Ongo'Ndo. Katagine. Gitimo anjao. Nene gise pim Ongo'Ndo yombogi. Tugisika kinka. Gilure Ongo'Ndo. Anangegi. Jomojoneki. Otimgi nadi. Otim. My wajman tiga. Okwabiye nini. Ongo'Ndo chuen machalo kamari mangama no nege toko negi. Jemonone Ongo'Ndo. But Ongo'Ndo will live forever and ever. Family, Ongo'Ndo, we will stand with you. We will stand with you. They say the king is dead. The king is dead.